Hi everyone, and welcome back to Sonya's Prep, where I share with you about Orthodox Jewish living, homemaking videos, and organization. And if you enjoy these types of videos, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this. Hey, so I just got back from work. It is 3 o'clock. In the summer, my schedule is a little bit different. I usually get home by 3, which is amazing. I usually get home by 4. So today we were unexpectedly invited out. It's a Thursday, and usually on Thursdays I do the bulk of my Shabbat meal preps, and I get my Shabbat dinner ready and my Shabbat lunch ready. But because we were invited out and we have to be out of the house by like 7:30, I am going to be really crunched for time to get everything ready. So I figured it will be a fun video for you to see in real time what I'm going to be doing when I'm pressed for time for Shabbat dinner, how I'm going to prepare everything, what items I choose to prepare. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you enjoy these types of videos, don't forget to give them a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Now let's get prepping. To make the entire process go by smoothly and quickly, this is what I do. I have all of the trays and all of the pots lined up, covered already in parchment paper, and all of the ingredients that I'm going to need for each dish are out, so that I know that I have to peel carrots. I peel them all at one shot. If I need to peel potatoes, I do that all in one shot as well. And this is my very big helper today. He is helping me peel the carrots and potatoes. So this is just to ensure that when I'm going to be in the kitchen, I'm going to be doing everything much more quicker with the setup. I'm gonna quickly run out and get my babies from day camp, and then I'll be back in the kitchen and prepping. The kids have all been picked up from summer camp. Now I'm on my way home. I'm washing my hands before I get started in the kitchen and then putting on my apron. I always like to cook with an apron because I always get dirty if I don't use one. As a teenager, I never used to wear aprons, and I would always get my clothes very, very dirty. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you wear aprons when you're cooking, or do you just wing it? I'm very curious. All of the ingredients are basically prepped and peeled. I'm just gonna wash everything, put it in their respective pots and trays. The first thing I'm gonna actually be making is the soup, because I want that to be cooking on the stove while I'm gonna be busy with all of the other things. While I'm getting the water ready for my soup and washing up the vegetables, I just wanted to quickly answer a question that is basically the number one question that I get asked whenever I share a Shabbat meal prep. And that question is, where is my husband during all of these preps? What is he doing? How come he's not in the kitchen? Those questions of the sort. And the simple and honest answer is that my husband is at work. We're very blessed and very lucky that he has a job, and he does come home only at 7 o'clock. And I'm the type of person, when I'm cooking in the kitchen, I don't want anyone next to me. I want to do things my way. And this is Sonya's prep, so that is why you're not seeing my husband here. So I just wanted to address a very, very commonly asked question here on the channel. So I just covered the soup pot so it could get boiling, so it could get cooking while I'm going to be doing all of my other things. The next thing that I want to do is make my chicken with potatoes. So I'm just going to wash up the potatoes, wash up the chicken, and get that going as well.
Soup.
You want this kind of soup?
Yeah.
As you can see, the types of meals that I'm choosing to make in this Shabbat meal prep are quick and easy, and there's no fussing over it. So here I'm just peeling the potatoes, slicing them up, putting them into a baking tray, and just aligning them, making sure that they will all fit before I add in any of my seasonings. On top of the potatoes, I added a little bit of oil. I use vegetable oil or avocado oil at times. And to season it, I do a sprinkling of paprika, salt, and black pepper. I mix it all very well with my hands and then line it back up onto the baking tray. I then place a whole chicken over the top and season it whichever way that I feel like at the moment. So here I'll be doing it with some paprika, some chicken powder, and some salt and black pepper. But this is so customizable to your own palate, and you can definitely do it any which way that you like. I do like to finish it off with a little bit of oil to give it a good shine so that it can crispen up in the oven very nicely.
So now that chicken is done, I'm gonna be placing that into the refrigerator, and when my husband gets home from work tomorrow, Friday, early afternoon, he's gonna be placing that into the oven, so that's all done and ready.
In the midst of all the cleaning on Thursday, I also give all of my kids a bath, and my husband usually is the one helping me tag team this, but because we have to be out of the house so quickly and he's not home yet, I just decided to do it myself here very quickly. My older kids are pretty self-sufficient. It's only my younger three that I really have to watch over and take care of. Now that all of the kiddos have showered and changed, we are making our way back downstairs so that we can have some dinner.
So amongst all the insanity with getting the house ready for Shabbat and cooking everything, I still have to take care of my kids. As you saw, I just showered them all, and now I'm gonna have to make some dinner. They love breakfast for dinner on Thursdays, and I like making it because I can't really make them a hot breakfast on Saturday, so this is their way of having a hot breakfast. So I'm making some Greek yogurt pancakes. Basically have milk in here with 3 eggs. I'm gonna be putting a little bit of vanilla extract, some Greek yogurt, a little bit of sugar, and some self-rising flour into the mix. I'm gonna whisk it all together, get it into a thick pancake-like consistency, and bake it, and fry it on some avocado spray oil. As you can see, I don't have a specific measurement or a specific recipe for these particular pancakes. I just go by the look and the feel of it. So feel free to adjust to it however you like. But the main ingredients are the yogurt, milk, sugar, self-rising flour, and eggs. Yeah, Viva?
Yeah.
And sometimes I like to add in a little bit of oil. I don't know why, I just think it gives it a little bit more fluff.
While the kids are in the background eating their dinner/breakfast, I'm going to be skimming off the dirt that comes off from the soup, and I'm going to be seasoning it at this point. To season the soup, I love adding in bay leaves, some garlic powder, a tablespoon of salt, and about 2 teaspoons of the chicken consomme. And this obviously is according to your palate. You can only add salt if you prefer. This is just how I do it and how my family enjoys. And whenever making soup, I completely enjoy adding dill to it. It just adds a different depth of flavor. For the salmon, I'm going to be making it 2 separate ways, and I like to just use 1 tray, and they're smaller, so this is basically the size of it. And I'm going to be using a teriyaki marinade for this one, and this Walden Farm sun-dried tomato dressing on that one. I never tried it with this one, but hopefully it'll come out good. after adding in the marinades, I did add a sprinkling of salt and paprika to each of the fish. I'm going to be making something called Sirkanis. It is basically a Bukharian dish which is made out of rice and chickpeas and finished off with a garlic oil, which is just incredible. To make it, I used 2 cups of rinsed short grain rice, 1 onion that I have chopped up, chicken breast or chicken thigh that I have chopped up, a few carrots. I also add in half a cup of water, a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of chicken consomme seasoning, and half a cup of oil. And I mix it all, and for your convenience, I'll have this all typed up in the description box below for you. I'm covering it with some foil and placing it in the fridge so I can cook it tomorrow after work. Now making a stew, which is basically what we eat on Saturday for lunch because we're not allowed to cook anything brand new on Saturday for lunch. So we prepare a meal that goes onto the hot plate before Shabbat starts and stays there all through the night, cooking away. Like it's basically slow cooking. And this is what it is. It's called osvo. It's a rice stew made out of lamb or beef, whatever you prefer. Some people actually make it completely vegan. They don't add any meat to it. To make it, I add into a food processor an onion, a green apple if I have one, a tomato. And so into the pot, as you see, I have a few bones over there, a few tablespoons of oil. I'm going to be putting in 2 cups of short grain rice that I have washed and rinsed. And in the meantime, my kids have been calling me, "Mommy, please look what we're doing." They were so excited to set the table for Shabbat. So I had to stop what I was doing, give them some attention. And I was very, very proud of them, and I let them know. So into the pot, back to the cooking, I'm adding in half a container of tomato sauce and a squeeze of half a lemon because my apple that I put in was not the sour kind and I prefer my oswa to be a little bit on the tangy side. So once I squeeze that lemon, I'm going to be adding in 4 to 5 cups of water and seasoning everything with a little bit of paprika, a tablespoon of salt, and a little bit of the chicken consomme seasoning. I'm going to give everything a good mix and add in all of the fruits and vegetables that I have processed. Once this is completely mixed through, I'm going to be covering it and placing it into the refrigerator as well so that I can cook it tomorrow after work. So as you can see, Thursdays are basically all of my prep days. I'm not actually physically cooking pretty much anything. So I'm just organizing myself for tomorrow. The last thing on my to-do list was to make this fish, and for the life of me I can't remember what it's called. I always forget what this one is called, so if you guys know the name of it, please leave it down below. I'm going to be making this in an air fryer, and as you saw, I did dredge it with some flour and egg. I seasoned it with a little bit of salt, and I'm going to be making it in the air fryer. Usually the recipe is to make this in a regular skillet with some oil, basically frying it up, and I wanted to make it a little bit more healthier. So I'm going to be using this air fryer, and it came out perfectly. Just make sure that you oil it and like spray it really, really well on top and on the bottom, and it's going to come out as if you fried it. I'll have this air fryer and pretty much anything that I'll be using here today in my Amazon storefront, which I'll have linked down below for you in the description box. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like for me to do a Friday routine after I get home from work. I did this last year and it was a great hit. It has over 1 million views. And if you'd like me to do another video like that, let me know below and I'll definitely film it. So luckily I got everything accomplished that I needed to. The time now is exactly 7:15. I'm about to head out the door. The kids are in bed and I did everything. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would love it if you would give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Shabbat Shalom from my family to yours.